everybody, thanks for watching. It's Larry Vela here, and I am here to talk to you about, as you can see, a very cool storage solution that we found for our X-Wing, Armada, anything that is related to those types of games, and of course you can use this for tons of other games. But and this is our this is the Plano storage systems tackle box. So let's talk a little bit about it. All right, folks. So we are back. We have the Plano Guide series. This is actually a tackle box, and you can find these at pretty much any hardware store. You can also sporting goods store. You can also find these. These are online everywhere. So you'll want to look for kind of the search terms that you would want to look for is Plano Storage Solutions. That's the company who makes them, and they make this particular series is called the 4x series, and this is the 4x3700. These list for about $47 full retail. You can find them cheaper. So once again, compared to a lot of the other things that are kind of out there in the gaming industry, this is a super affordable, cheap way to carry a bunch of your stuff for a particular game. So let's talk about a little bit some of the basics. So this box, it is 16 inches by 12 inches by 16 inches, as you can see. So there's the 12, there's the 16 and 16. And why we really like this one is it has a big, huge, heavy-duty handle on it. And if you have a game that has lots of little separate components that you need to keep organized, say, let's imagine that there's a game out there that's, for instance, say has dozens of different types of tokens and cards and things, and you don't want them to get all mixed up, and you need everything to be organized, to be able to find your stuff and organize it. Gee, I wonder what game that could be. So we're going to go through this box on a kind of a part-by-part basis and show you why we think it's so cool. First of all, you got the big giant handle, so your entire hobby lives in here. Up on the top of it, we have this clear plastic area here. On some models, from some places, this might be clear plastic. Sometimes it's black. Sometimes, in this case, it's kind of smoke. This opens up, and you have these little compartments in here. This one that we're demoing for you, we're using to hold a pretty decent X-Wing collection, so I keep all my dice up there. So there's that. Then we'll undo the main top latch right here. We'll pull the top off, and up on the top of it we have a large oversized area. So this is where I tend to, once I actually pull my ships, if I'm going to head off to my friend's house or to the game store, I'll pull all my ships. I can put in large ships, whatever. If I'm playing Armada or something else, you got plenty of space here. So there's a foam tray with 10 ships as an example. And I keep rules and bags of extra things and large cards, anything that's kind of oversized. If you have your large ships and Star Destroyers or things, or whatever, it's all going to fit in here easily. You can see this is pretty deep. This is about 2.5 inches deep, and then there's another 2.5 inches of space up in here. So you can put probably things that are, say, 5 inches tall in there. So that's the top part of it. Then we get to the cool part of it, which is on the front here. So you notice it's called the 4x series. This is why it's called the 4x series. You have these two big latches. You're gonna latch this, and the front thing also, again, this whole front piece here is clear plastic, and sometimes it's totally clear from some companies, and on some it's black or smoky. So you pull this thing down, and what you get here is particularly useful for a gamer is you get 1, 2, 3, 4 of these pull-out trays. And each of these looks like that. So each of these, I'm gonna pop this one open. Each of these opens up, and you have a big giant container, which, as you can see, you can set these things up however you want to. Whenever you buy this, it's going to come with dozens of these little inserts that are there. There's double-sized ones for these large compartments down here, and there's little thin ones for these 2 rows here. And these things are modular. They slide in and out, so you're going to be able to cut those things apart, and then based on whatever game you want, you will be able to chop this thing up into whatever type of components you want. And this is a pretty large, this is probably about, I don't have the exact dimensions. This one looks like it's probably about 8 or 9 inches by about over a foot there, probably about 13 or 14 inches wide. And so there's just one of them. So as an example for X-Wing, I have this particular one I'm using for all of my upgrade cards that are sorted by category. I have somewhat rare kind of tokens here. I put all my oversized stuff for my big ships in there. That's just one of them. I'll put that one back. And then you get 3 more of these. So, there's another one that, as you can see, this is the main token one that we tend to keep out when we're playing. So we're going to have all of our common tokens that we use. We have focuses and shields and target locks and all the good stuff. More cards. There's that one. We'll go down here. Number 3 has just do a quick open. This is where we keep all of our cards and our movement sticks and all of the templates. And these are pretty large things, as you can see, and yet they'll all totally fit in here. We have our movement dials and all of our there's a damage deck for X-Wing. And we have a pretty large collection. This is the entire BoLS X-Wing collection. We're up to wave 7 now, and it all fits. Everything. The only thing that is not, and the 4th one, where we have oversized ships, all of our damage, all of our maneuver wheels, all of the the pilot information cards. So everything goes right there. Everything fits. A particular compartment and space for everything. It makes organizing the game, keeping track of all your cards, pulling things when you're playing, when you're organizing, really easily. The only thing that doesn't fit in this one thing is the ships themselves. But we keep our ships, in separate containers, and then, as I mentioned, the big, giant, oversized compartment is definitely big enough for any average evening of play. So we love it. We have turned what could be a huge giant fiasco of billions of tokens and all kinds of different things into one super organized, easy to carry. We grab this one thing, we throw it in the car, and we're off to have fun. So that is the case in a nutshell. All right, folks, just a quick recap. So once again, this is the Plano Guide Series. This is the 4x series, 3700. These things have been available for years, and they run for about $45. And it is just a fantastic way to keep your entire hobby, everything related to your favorite game, into just one easy to move container. And thanks for watching.